Okay, what's up everybody? This is Undiscovered Wealth. Finally got my voice back, so I'm now able to do videos where I can talk to you guys. So, just took this trade on gold. Nothing big, just small trades. Gold. I'm currently in profit. I'm mostly trading ZAR right now. So right now I'm currently floating at 1,300 rand, so it's around there. Okay, so I'm just gonna explain as to how I took this trade and to why I took this trade. So it's nothing difficult, it's all pure, just pure price action, looking at the market, looking at the chart, looking at the charts, and ensuring that yeah. So let me just remove everything. Let's get to it. So basically what I did was I looked at the structure, right? What is market doing right now? So it created a high, right, and it created a low. Okay, so created a high and a low, then it pushed up, created another high, like a high, then it created a lower high. So this actually indicates to us that the market is actually buying. It's in an uptrend because as you can see it's going up. Okay, so looked at that in the daily time frame. Okay, so at least I know my bias is going to buy. Okay, so I needed an entry point that's easy to use and wouldn't be too much of a risk for me if I used it. So some of you might be asking yourself, what is that entry point? How could we identify such a thing? It's simple. So I know that price is in an uptrend, so that's one. I know the direction of the market. Okay, so right now it recently created a high. Okay, created a high. So right now it also created a low. So but like we'll get into detail in terms of that right now. So just want to show you something real quick. It's nothing hectic, just a small entry. Okay, so I then went into the 1 hour. So as I went into the 1 hour, I noticed something, right? There was a point where price was ranging, right? So before price continues or changes structure, it firstly has to range. So in my take, I look at it in a form whereby price has to create money or has to gather its strength before pushing above any major zones. For example, like this was a high, so before price had to push above this high, it had to create liquidity to gain power or momentum before it could push up. So right, so some of you must be asking yourself, how did I execute these trades? It's pretty simple actually. I just looked at the last or the highest where it was ranging upon. So this was the highest place where it was ranging upon. So it touched this zone, went down. Okay, so it created a high, went down, created a low, created a high again, went down, created another low, went up, also created a high, went down. But like when it created this low, that's when it had enough momentum to break above this high. So it pushed up and it broke this high. So when it pushed up and it broke this high, that's when I actually clearly saw, okay, you know what, so that but now that we're up, I need for the correction to come. Okay, now I just had to wait for a correction, which wasn't pretty much that like difficult. So all I had to do was wait for the correction. So what the market did was, as soon as it got to this above this high, it then created another high, created a low, created a lower high, created a lower low, created a lower high, created a lower low, created a lower high, and then it charged into this zone. So that's where I took my first entry, right? So then it proceeded to like liquidate here a little bit. So as it was liquidating here, that's when I took my trade on the second touch, not on the third touch or on the first touch. I took it on the second touch. All right. So as it went down the second time, that's when I took my entry, placed my stop loss below here. Then as it went down the second time, that's when I just waited for it. Okay, then I looked into the 30 minutes. So basically it's doing the same thing over and over again. Like I mentioned, created a high, created a lower high, sorry, a low, created a lower high, then created a lower low. So it proves to us that on the lower time frame, price was still in a downtrend. So what happened was it broke up above this level. After it broke above this level, then it started to trend to the downside. So that's when it was creating a downtrend. So in order for me to be able to enter a trade, I just wanted to wait for it to firstly start creating liquidity, because once it starts creating liquidity, that's when it's gaining momentum to push above any level. So once it got here the first time, that's when I took this entry because of that liquidity zone. So then it's continued to liquidate. After that, I do see here, right, this was also another zone. So, and also this one right here is a lower high. So what I'm expecting the market to do is, I'm expecting it to either push above here, close above here. So I'm expecting the market to push above here, close here, close above here, and then come down and then push up. So that's what I'm expecting the market to do. Second trade was actually taken due to some reasons, as I saw when I scale down to the lower time frame. That's when I understood, you know what, let me just take this trade. So but as we get into the I'll be sharing more videos as to how I trade, so that we can get a better understanding of how I basically took this trade. But at the moment, this is more than enough. So I don't want you to focus on this one, but focus more on this one, because this one I'm going to explain it into detail as to how I took this trade. But all of it is pretty simple stuff. So right now, what I'm expecting gold to do, this is what I'm expecting gold to do: to push up, drop, then push up. So that's what I'm expecting it to do. Alright, so I might take partials. I don't want to lie, I might secure or drag my stop loss, but it was an excellent trade. It's not that much of a very big trade, but it's half a loaf is better than no loaf. That's what I want to say. So yeah, now that my voice is back, I'll be sharing more videos in terms of how I took trades and explain them into detail, rather than just sending videos with music backgrounds. So yeah, okay, so this is the entire analysis of what I'm looking at. Market is currently in an uptrend, so I'll be looking for buys. Nothing much, nothing less, nothing hectic. So let me just kind of check something. So far all of my trades total to 1,719 rand. So they sometimes fluctuate, but I'm hoping to close with a much bigger amount. Alright, I'm hoping to close with a much bigger amount. So at the moment, price is still pushing up, and yeah, hopefully it should reach my take profit very soon. But if it does do what I'm expecting it to do, then I'll be looking to add more entries. Because when I looking at the charts, there's zones here that I could use to take an entry. Alright, so I'll be sharing more into detail as to how I take entries, why I take entries, but basically it's all market structure, nothing more, nothing less, and also price action. No indicators, no nothing, just looking at the charts, understanding the type of characteristics it has right now. So yeah, okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna see if I'm able to do more videos. If I do see that people are liking it, like you guys are liking it, then I'm gonna post even more. So have a good one, and happy trading.